This is Grinda, a beautiful, remote Swedish island, normally a site for local and foreign tourists alike to come and get in touch with nature. However, over the next week, it's going to be turned into Festa, the most unique Super Smash Bros. Melee tournament in the whole world. And I have attended it for the past 2 years. But this year, I'm taking you with me, because this isn't just about the Melee. This is about so much more, and I need to show you all just how absolutely insane this community can get to host something like this. So let's tackle my personal Melee burnout and lack of direction the way any good young person would, by hopping on an airplane. Am I still young? After landing in Stockholm and taking in the beautiful views of the city, you'll need to make your way to the harbour to take the boats designed for public transport around Stockholm's archipelago, the Vaxholm-Bogalet. I really hope I got that right. The Stockholm archipelago, consisting of 24,000 islands, is the second largest in the Baltic Sea. And these lovely little boats are the public transport we're going to use to traverse it. Honestly, I kind of feel gross calling these things in the same vein as a bus that I might sit on in the UK. But it's for the best that these are so nice, because we're going to need to be seated for the better half of 2 hours to get to our destination. Now, you may think the event starts when you get there, but in reality, it's already started on this boat, as the majority of people on board are also likely to be traveling with you. This is your chance to start meeting new people from all around the world. Almost like choosing your school lunch table, except everyone is here for the same reason. That means that even the most socially challenged of us gamers will hopefully be able to enjoy some great conversations, so that those 2 hours will just fly by. And before you know it, we've arrived at our destination, Grinda. After a short walk from the dock, where you walk past all of the cabins that the attendees of Festa will be staying in throughout the week, at the end of it, you'll be greeted with the venue, which is a lodge so small that they had to put up a tent with some setups inside. However, this lodge area will host all of the events of the week. And while that may seem strange for an event with 100 attendees to be condensed into such a small area, you'll understand by the end of the video why this aspect is probably the most important part of Festa. After checking into your cabin, you can officially relax. After all, this is meant to be a relaxing trip, and what's more relaxing than my favorite part of Festa and the highlight of my trip every single time, the sauna. Situated on this beautifully scenic dock just down the path from the venue, the sauna is an iconic part of Festa. And it's the first thing I did after arriving, and it's the first thing that I always do after arriving. There's honestly just nothing better than chilling out in that ice-cold Swedish sea, soaking in the view over all of the beautiful islands after that long day of travel. It's just, oh, it's just eternal bliss. I can't put it into words. Once I'm out of there, though, I go inside to the lodge and cooking my dinner, right next to the other attendees and tournament goers just grinding away at setups, by the way. Just outside, the event organizers have set up a watch party to watch the biggest event of all time. With 2,400 entrants, Supernova, whose top 8 was going on the same day as us arriving, was put on this lovely little projector for us all to gather around and watch. I think this is just something that's super cool at showing the global impact Melee has had on people, that literally 100 of us are on an island in Sweden and still watching our American brothers battle it out thousands of miles away. And isn't that what it's all about? It's the perfect note to close out our day one. Now, let's get into the action. Monday is when Festa's plethora of events begin. But when we wake up, we have to do an important thing first. Sauna. Today, we have 2 premiere events in store, which honestly might be my favorites of the whole week. The Mystery Game and Cube. Now, a great part of Festa is because they kind of expect you to be getting up to plenty of debauchery in the evenings. Most of the events start past midday. Perfect for all you degenerate gamers out there. So you have all morning to do whatever you want. And for me, this time, I wanted to make sure I put in an effort to get a substantial amount of Melee practice in every single day. I had just released my new video and wanted to de-rust and actually try to improve some more at Melee again. There's also a small workout area next to the venue if some of you and your buddies want to not feel like recluse nerds for a brief 30 minutes. Or maybe you just want to show off how jacked you are in comparison to the rest of the recluse nerds, like one of the TOs, Flippy over here, who's wearing a really heavy-weighted jacket, doing as many pull-ups as he wants, making it look like a complete breeze. After that, and another healthy lunch, it's time for the mystery game tournament.
Alright, hello, welcome to our first event at Festa 2025!
Which is kind of just as it implies. The TOs pick out a game of their choosing, and if you signed up to compete, you have to compete in it. Well, I guess you could drop out, but that's lame. It's actually a mad cool event because it can allow anyone to show off their inherent gamer skill. And everyone kind of has a chance to win unless the mystery game is picked that's like someone's speciality. In previous years, it's kind of mostly been out of the box fighting games, and that has kind of happened. But this year, they just threw the rules out of the window and chose Mario Strikers for the GameCube. Now, I've never played Strikers, but from what I've heard, it sounds like it's gonna be a blast. And luckily, my opponent Rev also didn't really have any idea what was going on and only played the game briefly as a child, which made it way more interesting, as well as us just being able to have a laugh the whole time. Him on Yoshi and me on Luigi. I wanted Yoshi, but he picked it first, so how are we gonna do? And I start off like God's gift to footy, with a clean 3-0 lead, and my goalie saving every single shot. But I started feeling myself just a little bit too much, and Rev got this nasty shot off. After that, I conceded 2 more goals and then another one as Rev started to remember. But with 1 minute to go, I evened it back up, my English footy blood kicking in. I could hear the drums banging. Come on, England! But like England, with 18 seconds left, I conceded a goal and Rev closed it out 5-4. I may have been knocked out in round 1, but this event was actually one of the highlights of my whole week, because what I was saying earlier happened. My close mate made it all the way to finals, and with an English rep in the finals, you know us rowdy Brits did what us rowdy Brits do best: get really, really loud.
It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, football's coming up.
But despite our cheers, Erin would lose game 1. And in game 2, Erin channeled her English blood and conceded in the final minute to take it to sudden death. And then, after an intense nearly 2 minutes of overtime, unfortunately lost. But still, that vibe of cheering and making just way too big of a deal over something that completely, in the end, is pointless is what just makes it so fun. There was nothing on the line, yet we all came together and just made it something to remember. And isn't that what Melee's grassroots vibe is just all about? After such a tragic loss, there was really only one way to drown our sorrows. Sauna. It's always sauna, it's always sauna, it's always sauna. Kub is the next event. It's this Swedish lawn game where the goal is to throw these wooden sticks at your opponent's wooden sticks to just knock them down. Oh, and also you have to do this like throw through the legs backwards to hit the last one that's in the middle. I know it kind of sounds really, really boring, but with a couple of drinks and everyone and music playing from the venue, anything is a good time, and the vibes are just immaculate.
They're like a mob of enemies in an RPG.
Everyone is once again just having an amazing blast over these low-stake competitive environments. Our match was also a blast, but I do kind of still have nightmares about just how we lost.
Allez, Chaler.
With me barely not putting enough power into it to knock over this last piece.
If we lose now on that, I'm pissed. We're never losing.
No way!
It keeps me up at night, man. Ref, please check the dirt or something. There's gotta be something wrong with that. Please, someone zoom in. Tell me I was doing it right. Anyway, way too invested over a lawn game rant over. I want to let you know after all of these, things did happen in the evening, but I tried not to film too much because I didn't want to, drop a bunch of people's drunk evenings into a video. But, just assume that pretty much every day ends with that kind of thing. And it's a great time every single time. Day 3 starts as every day does. Say it with me now. Sauna. I don't know why I'm getting more of an accent every time I say it. Anyway, day 3 was doubles, and I teamed with my mate Jack. And let me tell you, it went horribly. I could barely move my dumb little character, and we got swiftly double eliminated. However, I still felt kind of decent about my overall time with the game.
So, I just finished doubles, and I thought I'd give a little update on how I'm feeling about the whole melee, getting back in the groove factor of this trip. I feel like I'm really rusty as fuck, but it's not that bad. I played a lot last night, a little bit intoxicated, mind you, and a little bit intoxicated. Overall, I'd say it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think I'm getting back in the groove. The main issue I'm having right now is that this stick is fucked. You see this? Is got a little bit of a dent in it, and it's killing my thumb.
I still haven't fixed this issue, by the way.
So I can't exactly get a new stick very easily. There isn't really anyone who's bought that to the island with them. Shocker, I know. Fucking big shock. So I'm going to try my best just to play the game and get better for pools tomorrow. I'm not feeling too good about it.
But appropriately, the only thing to do when knocked out of brackets is to drown your sorrows. Luckily, the island has a pub on the other side of the island. Kind of defeats the whole mystical vibe of it all, but it does have one, where the sun also sets beautifully over the horizon. The event borrows this pub in the evening for a pub quiz that, after much feedback, has kind of become less and less melee themed over the years. Once again, doing things that aren't melee related as a big group like this just makes the whole event feel like a big old gathering of friends rather than being a gaming tournament. And that vibe will once again carry back to this venue for a small gathering and a beautiful evening. I mean, look how gorgeous this dock is at night, and tell me you don't just want to be there for the rest of your life.
Welcome to day 3, 4 Festa? 4 Festa. It's Melee Singles Day, and I went to sleep a bit too late last night, and it's only an hour and 20-ish minutes until the pool start. So I'm gonna get my shit done quick, because of course, before pools, you know what it is. You already know what it is. You already know.
After my refreshing dip, it was time to finally do what I guess we're all kind of here for, play in a melee bracket on an island. I started in round 2 actually, with my first match versus the Swiss Ices player Direbound, who actually wasn't here and apparently went a little too much last night, so I have a free pass of my round 2. I'm never really a fan of DQs because I know that in a big bracket like this and my skill level, I'm not going to be winning this. This isn't an Arcadian, so I kind of just want to play some good melee. However, it does mean I got a free pass to play a best of 5 versus one of the best players in Europe, Skullbro, an absolutely nutty dock player who was about to show me just how much this little guy could do. And I got thoroughly rocked at every single turn. Though it felt like the neutral actually wasn't too bad, I just couldn't seem to find any kill confirms on the little guy, because I don't understand how to edge guard this doctor. The pill just kept confusing me, and after failing one attempt at going out, I just never did it again, which was almost certainly the wrong play. However, we never expected to win that one, and it was a valuable set for learning. Which, thanks to our local crazy person in Vlurk, all of these sets are recorded and on YouTube, accessible through the bracket on StartGG, which is just absolutely insane. Vlurk is so cool. I absolutely love that guy. So despite losing, I was actually only just one win away from top 32 in this 83-person bracket. Kind of crazy, but whatever. Next up is the Luigi player called Anes, a local Luigi player, and I kind of feel pretty confident in this matchup compared to Doc, rarely losing to Luigi players in my skill bracket. The rush showed in game 1, however, but after slowly remembering how to play versus the slippery man, I closed it out with a 2-stock. Once again, I was slow to start in game 2, going down but locking in after a 2-stock deficit to bring it back to a last stock game. Something I had been trying to do on this trip was work on my internal timer. I have this awful habit of nearly always approaching after a single laser, and hardly ever utilize Falco's laser in place or just shooting more than once to try and bait a reaction out of my opponent. So I finally started to begin to utilize that here. Despite losing after this game, I felt like I had a way closer grasp on his habits and could feel that it might just be in the bag, and Yoshi proved me to be right. I closed in on him, not letting him grab me as much, and punishing way more effectively, closing out games 3 and 4 with clean play that I was pretty happy with at the time. Despite some crucial mistakes, I felt way better than yesterday. And with that, we made top 32! Not really sure how, but I guess seeding in a little DQ goes a long way. And our first match in top 32 and the last match of the day, whether we win or lose, was Oldis. He is currently ranked 7th on the Norwegian PR, so despite playing a mid-tier in the King of Evil Ganondorf, this isn't someone that we can take lightly. However, I personally have a lot of experience playing against Ganondorf from my local Ganon player, who I believe to unironically be the best Ganon player in Europe, Ica. Game 1 was not pretty. I was doing some bone-headed approaches. And my punish game was nothing other than piss poor, ending with me just getting 2-stocked. However, I used game 2 to get my head in the game and upped my punish game. And my pressure on shield to stop letting him get away with all of these just dumb aerials on shield. Game 3 nearly starts with a horrific SD that I managed to save on reaction with a great shorten. Yoshi's is probably Ganon's best stage due to how little the space there is to avoid his massive hitboxes. But I personally enjoy a good scrap, and I'm going to bring it to last stock. However, I get hit with the Ganon Classic and get caught dashing in the corner with no DI, and I just go flying off at like 30%. Straight into game 4, down 2-1. However, on Pokemon, I was a machine designed to pressure and destroy Ganon. I mean, just check out this pressure sequence on the last stock. Oh god, hitting that stuff feels so good, I can't describe it. Yes, that side B was intentional. I'm proud of it, leave me alone. Game 5. Now, the next person to lose in this is out of bracket, and it's all even until the second stock, where I get hit with the Ganon special yet again, but I am locked in and I fire back with my own 0 to death. Though, now I can just feel the rust kicking in, because that pressure hit me like a ton of bricks. My hands and body are shaking like mad, but I still let out a giant grin because it's just so much fun to be here, but I lost control of Falco. And if you do that in the face of Ganon, he'll eat you alive, which Oldis definitely does. And I get caught letting down my shield for just a frame in the corner with no DI. And once again, that's all she wrote.
GG's.
So I thought I'd sit in the forest this one because I thought it'd be funny, but it's actually kind of uncomfortable. So, did pools, we did bracket, and it was very fun. A very good tournament, and I feel rejuvenated. Game 5, last stock with Oldis, one of the best Ganon players in Europe, and it was an amazingly fun set. I mean, you see the footage, I hit that big ass grin when I hit the last stock because it's just so much fun. Game 5, last stock is what I live for, and like it really reminded me how much fun it is to compete. I've been so burnt out since Arcadia. Maybe because I felt satisfied, maybe because I was unemployed, one or the other. But either way, we got top 32 at Festa. That's pretty good. Not bad. A little bit of a Mickey Mouse run because of our bracket, but hey, yeah, we did our best. It's time for beer pong. Time to get a little bit drunk. Beer pong time. Beer pong time. My hair looks like a fucking mess. What has gone on today? Beer pong time. Beer
pong it's beer pong. I mean, what do you want me to say? Not even the people in bracket tomorrow are gonna sit this one out and the night will go long, I promise you. Day 5, and it's time for the finale of the Melee bracket, as well as for the first time ever, a scheduled power cut across the whole island. We aren't really sure what this will entail, but we do know that we must fear the mosquitoes. A great part of Festa is that it's just so easy to not focus on the Melee when you don't want to. You can just go to the small, condensed venue and find a bench, sit down with people and enjoy the beautiful, relaxing vibes together and just chill out. Also, congrats to Sharp for taking the whole bracket home. It's still a pretty tough bracket with a lot of stacked players, so good job to them. Once the Melee was over, we sat around and enjoyed some karaoke while we waited for that power outage. I even felt so happy and good about the whole feeling that I overcame my fear of public singing and gave it a go myself, though these tapes will not ever be released with audio. No, bad, stop. Then as we got closer to the power cut, the head TO of the whole thing, Teros, took a hold of the mic and sung us into it with an appropriate song. This night was actually the last I filmed of Festa. Day 6 was largely uneventful, and I just wanted to kind of spend the day soaking in the atmosphere, not thinking about content. But this night is definitely the best way to end the video because it does a great job to show just how beautiful and special the whole event is. The power goes off at a video game tournament. In theory, this should shut down all proceedings. The gamers can't game. What will they do? They'll enjoy each other's damn company. That's what they'll do. Because in the end, that's what this community is about, and why I've been in it for coming up on 10 years of my whole life. I'm 27, that's nearly half of it. Melee is for me the perfect game, but it will never overshadow how much I love the friends I have made through it. And I know that I'm not alone in that when I'm at Festa. Whether you are crowded around a fire, listening to music, sat on the bench with the glow of a phone light, or down in the pitch black of the docks, that night shows what we are all here for. And that's not Melee, it's each other. The amount of people you see tearing up as we leave on the boat and say goodbye to hopefully meet next year is testament to that. I will be here every year I can. Festa is so special and truly a one-of-a-kind event that I can't thank the team who worked tirelessly to put it on enough for. And I hope they see this as a love letter to such an incredible event. And maybe even a small bribe to make sure that I can keep coming, because God, this tournament sells out way too fast. Please, Daryl, please let me back on the boat. I'm begging you, I don't know how I'm gonna live without my saw now.
Hi guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I know I've been inactive again for a whole year, made some jokes about it, but you know, it's been a weird time in my life, but I've settled down a bit more now, so hopefully the next video won't be a year away. I won't promise anything though. But if you have supported me in that year, I just really want to say thank you. So, you know, shout outs to Brilliant, Snugs, Dylan Scrow, Curtis Fraley, Scramble 4, Ken Show, Jack Bliss, and Toasted for the long support. It means a lot to me. It's crazy to me that you're supporting me for this long, but it really means so much to me. So, thank you. I can't say thank you enough. And thank you for watching the video. That means a lot to me as well. You can subscribe if you want, and hopefully the video won't be in a year.